Farmhouse Fix Up Part 7, where we are converting our 1870s farmhouse into something we will love. So I was not here this day. I put Jordan on video and picture duty, so this is what you get, but he is panning around the house to show you that some of the new windows are in. They're in the kitchen, up in the loft, the bathroom, Jordan's front office, and the double doors and the windows are done in the front porch area. They look so good. We are so excited for them. Here's back in the kitchen, just showing you a better view of these. The windows are huge. I mean, a couple of them are for sure, and so they look amazing. And then here's some pictures of some of the ductwork they've started to do. They've cut some holes in the floors to run some of the vents too, and some of the vents are also installed, but it's looking really good and it's coming along. This is the stuff that isn't as noticeable, but it's moving along. That's all we can ask for. So back in the barn, after all the insulation and OSB is up on the walls, and Jordan is using quad to seal up that seam because we did have some water leaks coming down, so just want to make sure no water gets in the insulation on the ceiling. So here he goes on the roof from the outside. It was a really cold day today, kind of trying to get into those seams from the roof, and he eventually ended up climbing on the roof, and he said it was pretty terrifying. But here he is getting the bats of insulation out for the ceiling. My dad is back helping him. It was a two-person job, him holding the ladder, Jordan putting it up there, and using the hammer stapler to put it up there. It was a long process. If they both could be doing it, it'd be a lot easier, but because the floor is so unlevel, it just makes it a little tougher. And then my dad was helping a lot with cutting down the insulation to size too. He had a cool little process going using a board and the utility knife to do it. And so here's Jordan putting up little trim pieces to hold up the insulation on the sides, since they couldn't, staple them into the wall. And then my dad ended up working on it a little bit by himself while Jordan was inside helping, with electrical and where to put everything. And then Jordan came back yet another day and finished that foam insulation on the barn door and a seal to kind of keep the heat in a little bit better. He said it kind of works, but it might need a little bit of work. So hopefully we're able to keep the heater on now so that I can start painting and staining and leaving stuff in the barn to get done. Guys, this is a big day because I haven't been here in a couple weeks and so much has changed. A bunch of the windows have been put in, as well as doors. This is a new exterior door that we added that goes into our laundry room area, and there is so much natural light in this house now. The sun was starting to go down and you could still see super well, so there's a new window that's up top there. I think I showed it in a past video where they had it framed out. And then all the windows in the kitchen. As we go around the house, here's one in the bathroom on the main floor, and then these are the windows in Jordan's office in the front. We added an extra one there. This is the front porch area. We added this double door, which I am obsessed with. I love how it turned out. And then all the windows that just kind of go around it just adds so much light, and it just makes it look so open in there. Here's some windows down in the bedroom. We added two up in the front. Here is in the bathroom. There's one in there, and then one in the closet that looks out to the back. Here is in the laundry room. There's that exterior door, and then the one window in there, and the hookups, all the hookups for the washer and dryer, and then the window that's in the loft area, of course. Then upstairs, there's one window in. There's one more that still needs to go in right there, but they're gonna get it done soon. And then this is one window that's in the bathroom upstairs, and they still need to do the other window. They started on plumbing. It's looking really good. The bathroom and the kitchen are all plumbed. You can see for the toilet and for the shower right there. And this is upstairs where they started to kind of drill the holes and put in everything for the plumbing. And the fireplace is framed out in our bedroom. Cannot wait to see that done. Here is the bathtub upstairs installed, and then they have installed one of the pocket door frames. And of course, electrical has started, so a lot going on right now. Can't wait to see it all done. So this is another one of those videos where I haven't been to the house in a couple of weeks. A lot has changed. All the windows are now in and completely framed out. You can see they started putting the Tyvek on the side of the house for the siding. There's the original siding, and we actually decided to completely reside the house because they have pulled so much off. So they ordered the siding. It's still yellow, but it's kind of more like a creamy yellow, so it's not as drastic of a yellow as what's on the house right now. And in the kitchen, they framed out the island. This is a 10-foot island. It looks awesome. And they finished all of the electrical in the house. Here it is in the kitchen. All the can lights up in the kitchen and in the dining room are both up, as well as other outlets throughout the house. And then the hot and cold and all the hookups inside of the master bathroom, as well as the shower. And then over here is the toilet. So the plumbing is done over on that side as well. Here's our fireplace out in the living room, all framed out. It looks awesome. Like I said, the windows are all in. So that other window up in the upstairs bedroom's in. And then the other window that's in the closet is also in where the bathroom is. And if you guys remember the original bathroom that we're going to put in here, they still have the tape there. So it's a fun little reminder of where we've come from. Basement is completely framed out. We're going to have a room kind of with the hot water heater and the furnace. And then when you go over here, it's going to be framed out where the staircase is. We're actually going to turn this area into our workout room. That's kind of what was decided. And the door is in as well as the rest of the framing around the other side, kind of where the well and the septic pump is. And I know that we've mentioned that we're putting in a driveway. You can see it's kind of in here. Reason being, we wanted it in before the appliances were delivered because we are storing them in the barn. So the appliances did end up coming while we were there. And then here is the guy working on the driveway a little bit more. Jordan went out a couple of times to see how it was going, but because of the frost that was going on, we had a really hard time getting this completed in a timely manner, which is understandable, but we eventually did make it. It took a few days, and I don't have any final videos of it, but it did turn out like super great, and it's gonna be awesome to have all that completely like a driveway right in front of the barn so it's not as wet there. So today is the first day of insulation. We are doing this on our own just to save a little bit of money. You probably saw all that help we were getting and had to pull it onto the house. So this is the first part of insulation that's going in to get us started. Jordan and my dad were starting on baffles in the loft and in the dining room area. This is kind of what goes between that insulation and our ceiling. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of extra work, but it keeps everything kind of, the airflow coming through. And so here they are still working on it there. Moved right along on it, and that rickety scaffolding, a little scary, but here it is completed. It's just pieces of styrofoam, honestly, that just tear in half if you need to make them smaller. So here's the rest of my family working on the bedroom. And the living room at this point was already completed. I kind of forgot to get video of that, but here they are working on the bedroom, moving right along. And then my cousin and her husband working on Jordan's front office area here. And then here's my grandpa, the best supervisor in the entire world. He was here, he was helping when he could, but had to take some breaks in between, which is fine. So here's my dad putting up insulation in the dining room. Like I said, up on that rickety scaffolding. It was shaking a lot, but I think he finally got used to it. Jordan's up there with our future brother-in-law. They're getting married in May. So he came and helped us a little bit. They also live in the same town as we do. And then Jordan and I working on the kitchen. We did bits and pieces of the kitchen. Didn't get a ton done this day. That was kind of day 2. This did take a full weekend, which was impressive that we got it done in a weekend anyway. But my dad putting up more baffles in the kitchen. This is kind of nearing the end of what we got done this day. I actually had to leave to pick up the dog anyway. Here's Jordan's parents upstairs working on the upstairs bedroom. Again, this is one of the last things that got done that day. Here we go. Here's the loft and the dining room completely insulated. I know my dad had a hard time getting around those can lights, but he made it work. And this is Jordan's office, completely done by my cousin and her husband. And then the bathroom done. It was a mix of my cousin and her husband, and then I went in and did a couple more things just to finish it off. Here is the living room. We only needed to do the front wall there, which was nice. And then the kitchen, like I said, we got bits and pieces of it done, kind of were the bigger areas that had the right width that we didn't have to cut too much. And then the kitchen, if for the most part, it's done. They just have to do that in-between part right there, which does have the thicker insulation. And then the bedroom, completely done as well. Just need to do the ceiling, which is part of what Jordan will be doing tomorrow. And our walk-in closet, which is done as well. Again, the ceiling will get done tomorrow. This is our bathroom, which is also done. Here's the laundry room. Not much there, just smaller pieces that needed to be put in there. And the nice big pantry that we're gonna have. Here is what was done on the upstairs. This is the bathroom. That piece of OSB is kind of blocking it, but that whole wall is done. And then they got pretty far on the bedroom. We have to tackle the bedroom and the bathroom and the walk-in closet ceiling. So Jordan is putting up the baffles in the bedroom to start. He did all this by himself. I was very proud of him. But here are the baffles done in the master bedroom. And then he started insulating that master bedroom. Like I said, he was kind of all by himself doing it. He did the whole master bedroom by himself, but then as he moved over to the bathroom and the walk-in closet, he did get some help, which made it go a lot faster. So he was doing baffles, and then 2 other people were following him with the insulation. Here's Jordan's parents upstairs still working on the spare guest bedroom that we had up there, which will also be my office. And then there's that kind of pointed area up there because we did the vaulted ceilings, so we had to get all that insulated as well. And then my dad finishing off the kitchen downstairs, you know, that part in the middle that I said still needed to be done with the thicker insulation. He's working on that down there. And then I'm working more on the kitchen. I did get a little bit of help on this from Jordan and then my mom and my grandpa at the same time. Just trying to get all these pieces all put in there because it was a weird kind of like Tetris-y, you know, studs in there. So I had to get done in weird ways and cut in weird sizes. But here we go. We are completely done with the insulation. Like I said, we were able to get it done in 2 days, which was so impressive in a 2,000 square foot house. But there's the kitchen, and then we go into the dining room. That porch did get done. I didn't get any video of it though. Here is the master bedroom, and then the master bathroom and closet. This is what got done today, was the ceilings in here. And then upstairs, here's the guest bedroom and my office. Ceilings are done in here as well. I didn't get a lot of video of the progress of this because I had to go pick up our dog from daycare, so just bear with me as I'm just showing you pans of things that got done while I wasn't there. This is the bathroom. This is the closet. So make sure to come back for the next part. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.